everybody, this is Mordgarm and welcome back to our gameplay for Gothic 2 Night of the Raven. Excuse me, this is a bit too loud right now. I can't hear myself think. Thing is, well, last I've known, we have gone into the city. So yeah, now we are going to... First of all, we're gonna do a little thing. We're gonna see if we have money to buy a piece of armor, because this dude is unprotected as hell. So I have 204 gold. Oh wow, the game is slow. Rupert, he has a name. Okay.
Hey,
yeah, why not talk?
Hello, stranger. You must be hungry and thirsty. Perhaps I can interest you in my wares.
I'm stomping on your food, and you're that nice to me. Wow. Right.
I need some money, and I'm looking for work.
Yeah. I've heard that Bosper has trouble with his supplies. The shop is right over there. They say he pays pretty well.
Not cool.
What do you have to offer?
At the moment, I don't have much choice. The damned landowner doesn't deliver anymore. And what we get from the small farms isn't enough to meet the demands of the city.
That's all just gossip.
Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
I don't want to have to.
It's really not my problem.
Right, so.
That was quite obvious.
What can I do for you?
Yeah.
What are you selling?
I can offer you everything you need to survive in the wild. Weapons, torches, provisions, even
I'm a
armor.
bit cold today.
I still have a special piece in stock. Double-hardened armor of snapper leather. Still unused. Interested?
250. What a ripoff. No. But wait. First, I need to talk to the guy.
What do you know about paladins?
Since these bastards have come to the city, I've had nothing but trouble. The last time I was headed for the upper end of town, the guards flat out stopped me and asked me what was my business there.
And?
Of course they let me in. I had my shop in the city when most of those pompous asses were still chasing pigs with wooden swords. And yesterday, the bastards came and confiscated half of my goods.
The paladins seized your goods.
Everything I had stored in the backyard. They simply posted a guard in front of the entrance to the yard. If I'm lucky, they won't take everything. At least they might leave the armor here.
Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
What? What are you going to do there?
I've got an important message.
Well, well. Have you tried getting past the guards?
I don't see why I should even try.
True.
You're probably right. I don't know how important your message is, and it's none of my business. But even if you told them that a ship full of orcs just anchored in the harbor, they'd send you away, because they have their orders.
So can you help me get into the upper quarter?
It seems to be really important to you. The question is, how important is it to you?
What are you getting at?
I can help you. After all, I'm one of the most influential people here, but it'll cost you.
What are you asking for your help?
100 gold pieces.
You shark.
Take it easy. It isn't your gold I have in mind.
But
In principle, it's my gold.
But
Greta, the carpenter's niece, hasn't paid what she owes me in ages. But the little brat is constantly running around in new clothes. That means she has the money. I'd like to beat it out of her. But Master Thorben, the carpenter, is also a very influential man. Get me the money and I'll help you.
right.
where can I find this Greta?
Like I said, she's the carpenter's niece. His house is down the street, the last house on the right before the smithy.
All right. I'll take care of it. But first I need to... I think I need to... No, I don't really need to sell stuff.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Wait.
I'm not touching that.
Will it ever change?
Now I can buy the armor.
So why won't they listen to me?
All right, give me the armor.
You'll love it.
Better be worth it. I spent my last dimes on this thing. What's that? That 2 arrows. Right.
Get that for me.
So,
I'm no better
I
off
see
myself.
something. Oh, I still got learning points. Okay.
Wouldn't be so sure. Nothing surprises me anymore.
I've got my own opinion about that.
How do I sneak? Wait, is it Z?
I'm no better off myself.
But he knew that all along.
It's a bad
Z.
business.
No, wait. Options. Video controls. Where's the sneak button? Da. Oh,
It was just like you said.
no.
I never knew that.
Gotta set up that button. Sneak. So it's gonna be, yeah.
Nobody ever asked
All right.
for my opinion.
Good. Now I'm gonna talk to Bosper.
Welcome to my shop, stranger. I am Bosper. I craft bows and trade in furs. What brings you to Corinus?
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. The last one just gave up his job 2 days ago. Do you know anything about hunting then?
Well,
I could teach you how to skin animals.
Sure.
I'll pay you well for every skin you bring me.
Okay. Huh.
what if I want to sign on with one of the other masters?
Boulder Dash. Herod and Matteo already have apprentices. Constantino the alchemist is a loner, and he hasn't taken an apprentice in years. And as for Thorben, everyone knows he's dead broke. He probably couldn't even pay you. I, on the other hand, am in urgent need of an apprentice, and I pay well too. But no matter where you want to sign on, you need the approval of all other masters from the lower part of town.
Right.
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
All right, you shall have my approval, but on one condition. Work for me, at least for a short time. That way, you can find out for yourself whether you like my craft or not. And who knows, maybe you'll end up liking it, and you'll stay with me. If
right.
you're good enough to sign on with me, you're also good enough for all others here.
Alright.
Why did your apprentice give up his job?
All he said was that it had become too dangerous out there. If you're really interested, then you can ask him yourself. His name is Bartok. He's probably hanging out near Corrigan's Tavern. Go through the underpass from the smithy, then you're headed straight for it.
Right.
What do you want me to do for you?
I will teach you how to skin an animal, and you will bring me, let's say, half a dozen wolf skins. Then I'll
All right.
know that you have learned your trade. If it doesn't take you forever, and if the skins are in acceptable condition, I will take you on if you like. Or, you can start with one of the other masters, if that's what you really want.
Yeah.
Teach me how to skin animals.
Right. Listen, it's quite easy, really. You take a sharp blade and cut open the animal's belly. Then make a few small incisions on the inside of the legs, and you can peel off the skin.
Alright.
Bring me the wolf skins and we shall see.
Alright.
He never would have thought of that himself.
What are you doing?
He really didn't deserve that.
And the human slew the beast, and it entered into Belial's. What do you want? I'm not giving anything away.
I'm looking to become an apprentice.
Really? And with whom are you gonna sign up?
I want to sign up with one of the other masters.
You have come to ask my approval? As far as I'm concerned, you can sign up with whoever you like.
Alright. That about does it.
But Adonai
Anyway.
feared for the day in which the beast would return to the land.
Whoop. Oh yeah. Alt to jump. Nearly forgot about that. So let's see. These are the barracks, according to the song. To the music that's playing, I mean. This dude could be a bit faster, though. He runs very, very slow. Not very good. Oh, hello. Whoa. That was the most stupid death ever. Seriously. It's not that big of a fall, dude. Come on.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
Just because of that, you're going back there, and you're gonna try to get the stuff from those balconies.
But the light was a torment for Belial. All that Enos created was destroyed.
Isn't there only leather satchel right here or something like that? Ah! Knew it! I still remember. And there's another one right there. Very, very good. What else have we got? We got stuff. We got stuff on the roofs.
I'm not telling
Yeah.
you anything new.
You go and parkour the hell out of it.
You listen to the wrong people.
That's not what my husband thinks.
A potion.
That's been known a long time.
What an interesting conversation.
In danger of an attack by orcs. Each inhabitant of the city is to prepare himself.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Again with that.
That's really not
Hello.
my problem. Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Who says things like that?
A pitch.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Just grab the thing.
I won't tell her a thing from now.
What?
You really think?
Whoa.
I'm no better off myself.
Ah.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
You don't say.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
You listen to the wrong people. Nobody will learn anything from me.
Let's try that again. Let's try the whole parkour thing. I'm sorry if I seem a bit tired, a bit off today, because it's been a long day at work.
It's a bad business.
And yeah, I mean, You know the term slave driver? Yeah, that's basically what I would call those guys.
Insisted he knew better.
Because that's what they were today.
These are bad times.
Some problem solved.
There we go. Parkour.
I'd
Yes.
have gone about it differently.
Yes. I want that.
It's better to watch out when you tell one.
I never knew.
Oh, honey.
Is it really true?
That's what I've always said.
Nothing else?
You listened to the wrong people.
Okay, nothing else.
Don't tell this to anyone.
So now we're gonna try. We're gonna open up these bags.
That's not what I.
Yes.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Someone's gonna do the work.
A stalk of swamp weed.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Should we get high?
He had the better shit.
A bag of weed, a bag of weed. Because everything is better with a bag of weed.
It's really not my problem.
Right. Now talk to Mateo.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, we already know
I still double.
the whole script.
All right. What do you? Of course.
Yeah,
I
we
have
know
my-
about
yes,
all that.
Every day, if I'm. What? I've got. Well, I don't see. You probably. I don't. But even because. It's the. What do you? I can help, but it'll. What one? You take it, but and print Gritta. But the little. I'd like to get
I'm
me.
going to see about the Greta matter, but first I'm going to
Hardly know who
re-talk
believe
to
these days.
this dude.
Welcome to I am. What?
Right.
The let do you know? I could. I'll
I want to.
I'll take you on. I bet if it.
Right. Now teach me how to skin
you take it,
animals.
bring me the.
Okay. So
Just like you said.
now we're gonna use the armor.
I know better off
Yes.
myself.
So why won't they listen to me?
And now we're gonna save the damn game. Otherwise, who knows if we might die. Now we're gonna talk to Greta before talking to Torben. Here you are.
What do you want, stranger? If you've come to beg, I must disappoint you. I am a poor widow. My name is Gritta. Ever since my husband died, I have been running the household for my uncle Thorben.
Mateo sent me. You still owe him some gold.
He wants his money? What for? The goods he delivered were flawed, bad fabric, and bad seams. And did you look at the colors? Those are not the colors I ordered. That's fraud, that is. Let me tell you, back when my husband was alive, he wouldn't have dared to do that. Oh, my poor husband. Such a good man he was. Handsome, hardworking, a gentleman of the old school. We had it all. Wealth, happiness. Sometimes we were even invited to high society events. The festivities, all the beautiful clothes and hairdos, the fine dining and civilized conversations. Everything was better back then. No one would have dared to humiliate the heart of a poor widow with such ridiculous claims. Whatever shall I do? My pension is barely enough to make ends meet, and times are getting even rougher. One sees it everywhere. People must scrimp and save. It's been weeks since the last ship came to town. My husband was the captain of a merchant ship. Actually, he even owned the ship. From his long journeys, he always brought me presents. Exquisite fabrics from the mainland, precious spices from the southern countries.
Wow.
Most people haven't even heard of these things. But then, one day, I got the tidings that the Gritta had sunk. That was the name of the ship. My husband called it that out of love for me. I
Aww.
wept and prayed that my husband had survived the disaster. Every day I hoped to hear from him, but all my longing was in vain. May Innes have mercy on his soul. May he rest in peace. Since that time, I have been living under these modest circumstances, And now this soulless, callous Mateo is after the last bit of my life savings. Please have mercy on a poor woman. Back when my husband was alive, he wouldn't have dared to do that. Oh, my poor husband.
Alright, but I believe I've heard enough.
Cut it out. Where's the gold?
But I don't have the gold. I'm only a poor widow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay the sum for you.
You me? Oh, I knew you weren't a greedy bastard like that Mateo.
Yeah, never mind.
Come back once you've taken care of that. I want to show you my gratitude.
Oh, okay. Let's get that settled then. I'll talk to you afterwards. Because I need to have a blessing of...
Here's your 100 gold pieces.
You want to pay for her? I'd have preferred it if you'd squeezed it out of her. Still, 100 gold pieces is 100 gold pieces. You've held up your part of the deal.
Right. And now, talk with... I think I already talked to Constantino, man. I'll talk to you afterwards, man. Did I already talk to Constantino?
Hey, what do you want?
I'm looking to become an apprentice.
Really? And with whom are you gonna sign up?
I want to sign up with one of the other
I don't
masters.
really want to
You
spend
have
my
come
life
to
catching
ask
herbs.
My approval? As far as I'm concerned, you can sign up with whoever you like.
Alright. Bye then.
Arose. Avanos was pleased with what had arisen.
Now I'm gonna talk to Greta.
It was very noble of you to pay for me.
More
I want to show you my
experience.
gratitude. Here's a bottle of wine which my husband, may Innos rest his soul, brought back from the southern islands. Also, I'm going to spread the news around. At last there's somebody in town whose virtue...
Yeah, never mind.
He doesn't want to hear it. Oh, dude.
Ah, fresh face. You're not from Corinus, are you? This is not a good time for travelers. Bandits everywhere, no work, and now the farmers have risen up too. What winds have blown you here?
I'm looking for work.
Do you know anything about carpentry?
The only thing I can make out of wood is a fire.
And what about locks?
Well...
I'm sorry, but I can't use you if you know nothing about my trade. And I have no money to pay for an apprentice.
You already have Greta.
What if I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the other masters here?
All right, I shall give you my approval. But you had better get yourself the blessing of the gods first. Say, are you a man of faith?
Yes, a most humble servant, Master Thorben.
Then go to Vatras, the priest of Adanos, and have him give you his blessing. He will tell you where you can find a priest of Innos. You should get his blessing too.
I know where
Once
the
you have
priest
received
is.
the blessing of the gods, I shall vote for you.
Alright, you'd better.
So, you know a lot about locks.
What good is a fine chest without a fine lock? I make my own locks. That way, I can at least be sure I haven't built my chest that sturdy for nothing. A poorly made lock is easy to break. And there are plenty of thieves about in Corinus, especially lately.
Can you teach me how to pick locks?
You have paid Grita's debt with Mateo. You seem to be a decent fellow.
This is why.
I shall teach you what you want to know. However, I cannot do it for free. I still have a mountain of debts, and I need the money.
How much do you charge?
200 gold pieces.
Fine. Here are 200
I don't
gold
have
pieces.
enough.
You're still a few coins short of 200. I need that money.
Right. Oh.
I agree with you completely.
Few?
I hardly know what to believe in.
Quite a few.
Adanos be with you.
Who are you?
I am Vatras, a servant of Adanos, the guardian of the divine and earthly equilibrium. What can I do for you?
Right.
Here, I've got a
First
letter
things
for
first.
For me?
Yes.
Indeed. This is an important message you're bringing me. I wonder how you got hold of this letter.
I got it from Cavalorn, the hunter.
Cavalorn? Where is he?
He told me to tell you he couldn't make it and is headed for the meeting point. Whatever he meant by that.
I see that you have gained Cavalorn's trust. That speaks in your favor.
I want to join the Ring of Water.
Might as
You
well.
do? Well, that means you have already fulfilled the first requirement.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, there must be someone among us who trusts you. Otherwise, you wouldn't even know about it. But I know nothing about you at all.
What do you want to know?
Well, you could tell me where you come from and why you have come to the city.
I carry an important message for the leader of the Paladins.
What is this message?
A large army is gathering as we talk, led by dragons and determined to conquer the country.
Dragons? You speak of beings which until now have only been mentioned in legends. How do you know this?
Uh-oh.
Zardos, the magician, told me. He sent me to warn the Paladins.
The necromancer. So he lives, and he sent you. Who are you really?
I don't have a name, dude.
I'm a former convict from the penal colony of Corinus.
Good. Let us summarize.
Lassen wir
You
mal
are a
zusammen.
former prisoner who has been told by
is subtitle.
Zardas, the necromancer, that dragons have come to conquer the country, and you have come to report this to the paladin.
Yes.
That all sounds rather fantastic, but I cannot perceive that you are lying to me. Therefore, I must assume that your motives are honorable. I want to give you a chance to join the Ring of Water.
Good. You should.
What must I do in order to join the ring?
Know that you take on great responsibility by joining the Ring. I do not let just anyone join who comes to us and asks. If you want to join the Ring, you will have to prove that you act like one of us.
Alright.
And that means...
Before we let a young man join our ranks, he must have done a great deed for the Ring. Only then can I begin to consider letting you help preserve the balance of forces on this island.
So what would be an appropriate deed that might convince you?
Corinus is facing a great enigma these days. The number of people missing from the town seems to increase almost daily. If you can explain to me what happened to them, you shall have your place within the Ring of Water. However,
Yes?
you should take your message to the paladins first. I consider it a matter of utmost importance. Talk to Lord Hagen.
But Lord Hagen is not going to receive me.
Yes, he will, no doubt about it, provided you become a member of a powerful community first. The Ring has far-reaching connections. We shall assist you in conveying your message as soon as possible. You should talk about this to Laris, whom I trust. He will help you.
What community should I join?
There are only 3 communities that have enough influence. These are the City Militia, the Monastery of the Fire Magicians, and the troop of mercenaries on the landowner's farm.
Yes.
The choice is yours, son. Laris can certainly assist you with this difficult decision. Talk to him about it.
Alright.
I shall do that.
Now, let's see.
I'm asking your blessing.
Why should I give you my blessing, stranger?
I want to start an apprenticeship with one of the masters in the lower part of town.
Go with the blessing of Adanos, my son.
Did I skip level?
Wait, if you see Laris, give him this ornament and tell him that it needs to be returned. He'll know what to do with it.
Aye, aye, Captain. So now, a priest of Innos. There he is. Drunk, getting drunk off his.
Hey,
What
His
can
aid.
I do for you? Are you seeking spiritual comfort? Do you want to direct a prayer to our Lord Enos, or donate some gold for his church?
Can I get an amen for that? I don't think you have a blessing yet, so let's get you that blessing now, shall we?
I've come to get your blessing.
That's good. That's good. Then you will probably want to donate gold to the Holy Church of Enos, won't you?
Actually, I wanted your blessing so I can sign on as an apprentice in the lower part of town.
But my son, without a modest donation to the church, it is impossible for me to bless you. How else can I be certain of your good intentions towards the Holy Church of Enos?
Scrooge.
So, how much does a donation usually run to here?
Well, that depends on what percentage you want to give, son. Let me see how much you brought.
Get your hands
You
off.
have more than 50 gold coins. Donate 25 to Enos and receive his blessing. I bless you in the name
You
of
just took him!
Christ, for he is light and righteousness.
Freaking cowboy. No, I got even poorer because of that dude. Come on. I just jump already.
And the sea released the land.
I don't know.
And there arose all creatures, trees as well as animals, wolves as well as sheep.
Hey, you! How about your approval, Master?
Has Vatras given you his blessing?
Yes.
And did you also get the blessing of a priest of Enos?
Yes, I did.
Then you shall have my blessing as well. No matter what path you decide to take pride in doing a good job, my boy.
Oh. That was touching. Don't touch my feels, dude. They're mine. So that makes 1, 2, 3.
But Enos beheld what Beliar had done, and he also bestrode the land and
Hey, you.
Oh, boy.
I have a proposition for you.
What do you want?
I want my old stall in the marketplace back. Sarah snatched it away from me, but she has had that spot long enough. I want her to give up the stall.
No.
And what's my part in this?
I will give you a letter to stick in her pocket. Then you go to Andre and tell him that Sarah is selling weapons to Onar. She lands in prison, you pocket the bounty, and I get the stall. You have 2 days to accomplish this.
What's in it for me?
When I have the stall, you will get a weapon from me, and a damned good one.
What will happen if I refuse to do that?
That would be truly stupid of you, because you see, I know that you're an escaped convict. If that gets around, it could do considerable harm to your situation in the city.
All right, looks like I've got no choice.
You're a clever lad. Here is the letter.
How am I supposed to foist the letter on her?
Let her show you her wares, and while she does, you hide the letter on her. And bear in mind, I am an influential man in the city, so don't try to play me for a fool.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
Hear ye,
How's business?
When the Paladins came, I first thought that it was a good business opportunity, but they let Herod make their weapons, and neither Hakon nor I make even 1 gold piece off them. Moreover, the farmers no longer supply us with food, and all the prices have gone up. It's only a small consolation that the Paladins are paying my hotel bill.
What's the problem with the farmers?
They refuse to deliver their goods. Now that the ships no longer come in, the city depends entirely on the supplies provided by the farmers, of course. An owner, the largest farmer, has hired mercenaries to protect his farm from the city guards. Otherwise, they'd simply snatch the goods for themselves. But the mercenaries don't just guard Onar's farm. They come as far as the small farms outside of town to intimidate the farmers. I saw them as I was passing Akil's farm. I wouldn't like to be in his shoes now.
Where will I find Akil's farm?
If you go out of the east gate here and follow the road to the right, you'll come to a stairway. It leads up to Akil's farm, but I wouldn't go there now. The mercenaries are certainly still there.
Right, so there's no snitching option right now for her. Or there isn't a snitching option for her, so I'm gonna do what any good willing citizen would, and
Innos be with you, stranger. What brings you to me?
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal. Canthar the merchant is trying to get rid of Sarah.
Sarah? The weapons merchant in the marketplace?
I was supposed to foist a letter on Sarah, which claimed that she's supplying weapons to Onar.
I see. I shall gladly pay the bounty for that bastard. He is already as good as behind bars.
ooh, 100 gold pieces. Cool. Right, so I'm gonna Drago and go to sleep in the hotel.
Ah, customer, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for a room.
Ah, you're in the right place then.
One of the paladins told me that I could spend the night here for free.
Yes, yes. Just go up the stairs. We still have 1 or 2 beds free.
Alright. Just so that the city gets moving, otherwise, no dice. No, I'm gonna get a good weapon.
He simply talks too much.
That's not there you are again.
Someone's got
Canthar was trying to trick you and to get your booth for himself, but I've turned him over to the city guard.
Then you've made an enemy of a dangerous man. I've known the bastard for a long time, and he's always wanted my place for himself. Take this weapon as a token of my gratitude.
I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Pirate's cutlass, yar.
He had better shut up. He can't keep anything to himself.
Innos be with you, stranger. If you're looking for a good selection for the traveler, then you're in the right place. But I'm warning you, if you're planning on helping yourself without paying, I'll call the city guard.
Just a moment. Do I look like a thief?
Bah!
An open secret.
You won't be the first one to make off with my things today.
That's an open secret.
Somebody stole from you.
I can't prove it. The fellow was damn clever. Introduced himself as Ringaru, if that really is his right name. He's been hanging around the marketplace the last few days. And every evening he gets plastered at the beer stand down the street. I bet the bastard is drinking my money. I only looked away for a moment, and my purse was gone.
I could get your gold back for you.
Oh? And why would you do that?
Don't tell this to anyone.
Well, that depends. Can you help me get into the upper quarter?
You've got the wrong man. I'm from out of town like most of the merchants in the marketplace. If you want to get into the upper quarter, go talk to the resident merchants in the lower part of town.
I want part of the gold as a reward.
First, see if you can get my purse back. Then, we'll talk about your reward.
Okay.
Really? How interesting.
I'll see what I can do.
Be careful. If you just knock the bastard down, the city guard will get involved. Lately, things have been getting really tough here. Since the paladins came to town, the guards have been cracking down on brawlers. So think of something.
I shall.
And he works all day, too.
Right.
I can't take care of
so
everything for everybody. You had better show up.
Jorah says you've got his money.
Damn it! I'm out of here!
That's what I've always said.
this is a huge chase and run. Shortcut. Parkour.
Gotcha.
Hey, what do you want from me? Huh?
You stole from Jorah in broad daylight, and he even saw you do it. So I've come to tell you that you're a lousy thief, and that you had better hand over Jorah's gold now.
Here's the dough, man! But now let me go! I'll never do it again!
I should turn you into the militia.
What else do you want? I've got nothing left. Let me go, man!
Get lost and don't show your face around here again.
Ooh, how
You won't
intimidating.
regret this. Thanks, man.
Right. And he's going back there. Like, fuck it. Screw it. Sorry. Foul mouth. How much gold do I have now? That's not enough to know how to pick locks. So, let's just stick with exploring the city a bit today. So we're gonna go back to Jorah.
And he works all day too.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself. Someone's got to do the work.
I can't take care of everything for everybody, honestly.
About the thief.
Yes, how's it going? Have you caught him? And much more importantly, do you have my gold?
He'd better shut up. He can't
I'm
keep
And see,
to himself.
It's gonna get even worse.
About the thief.
yes, how's...
Not what I heard.
He got away from me.
What my husband
And what about my gold?
That's what I've always
Did he get away with it?
And he works all day too.
Here's the 50 gold pieces he stole from you.
He can't
Inos
keep
be
anything to
praised.
himself.
There is still justice in the
I
city.
haven't seen it with my own eyes.
And he works all day.
I want part of the gold as a reward.
If it's gold you want, then hunt down the thieves and collect the bounty from Lord Andre. Now, I must get back to my customers.
Everybody knows by now.
Everybody.
Rip off!
That's what I've always said.
Who says things like that? Who says things like that?
What?
He can't keep anything.
I'm Zurus, master of potions. Do you need an essence of healing or a magic elixir? Then you've come to the right place.
That's what I've always said. He had better shut up.
Do you brew your own potions?
No, I either get them from the monastery or I buy them from Constantino, the alchemist. If you're interested in brewing potions, then talk to him. He needs an assistant, but he's too pig-headed to hire someone himself. He's just as stubborn as a mule. He always passes me when he goes out on the East Gate to collect plants for his potions.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Who says things like that?
Where exactly does Constantino gather his herbs?
He always goes through the Eastern City Gate here and then disappears into the wilderness to the left. He once told me that just about everything grows
Really?
there,
How interesting.
except for King
That's not
Sorrel.
what my husband thinks.
Really, how interesting.
Has Constantino ever told you where to find King Sorrel?
I once heard him say that the stuff grows near stone circles, near Lobart's farm. That's a farm near the other gate. There's one of those stone circles. I think it's on a hill. It used to be a grave or something.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
All right.
Everybody knows by now.
Don't tell this to anyone. That's not what my husband thinks.
Welcome, stranger.
Things like that.
My name is
He
Baltram.
works all day
Have you
too.
come to stock up on food? I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. I don't have much in stock right now, but I'll be getting a new delivery soon.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Have you got a job for me?
No, I already have an errand boy. Try the other merchants.
That's terrible.
Okay.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I won't tell her a thing from now on.
He simply talks too much. And it's gonna get even worse.
I am Hacker, a weapons dealer. Every man should carry a weapon these days.
He had better
especially when venturing outside of the city walls.
That's an open secret. That's not what I heard.
Now that's typical, isn't it? I can't take care
Do you know anything about the Paladins?
Yes. Those guys are ruining my business. All you can buy in this entire town is a short sword at most. They've helped themselves to anything that's longer than 1.5 feet. In return, I now get to live in the hotel free of charge.
Someone's gotta do the work.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Where do you get your weapons from?
Harad the smith has been my supplier up to now. Now all he does is make stuff for the Paladins. He works for those guys day and night like a madman, without pay.
That's not what
He thinks it's his duty. All I can offer you now is my remaining stock.
Too much. If I hadn't seen it with my own
Tell me more about the area around the city.
It's gotten too dangerous out there. Because of the bandits, for one thing. And also on account of wild beasts. Even the animals don't seem to get enough to eat in these crappy times. They're venturing closer to the city all the time.
And it's gonna get even worse.
What do you know about the bandits?
What do I know about them? They robbed me on my way to the city.
I won't tell
And I'm not the only one. They've been up to their tricks for quite a while. The militia tried to track them down, but without any success.
That's an open secret.
Do you know who in the militia took part in the search?
The fellow's name is Pablo. He and a few others went looking for the bandits, but they didn't find them.
Do you know where I can find Pablo?
He patrols around the city. You'll find him either at the Temple Square or in the lower part of town.
Go away. Don't tell me that.
Where did they hold you up?
Near Akhil's farm. Just go out of the city gate from here. Follow the road to the right. And after a while, you'll get to a few steps. The bastards came from there. I bet they have their hideout back there in the woods.
Maybe.
I'll deal with it.
What? You want to take on the bandits? By yourself?
Yeah,
You're quite a good fighter, huh?
not really.
How much is the matter worth to you?
That's a dangerous business. Well, it's all right with me. I'll pay you 100 gold pieces if you defeat the bandits.
Alright.
I don't believe that.
What do you know about the disappearances of the citizens of Corinus?
I have seen many pass through the eastern city gate.
How interesting.
Some of those who came I had never seen before in my life. And many of those who went out never came back. But what happened the other day was really quite strange. There was this fellow who came here. I think his name is Joe. He bragged that he would soon come into some serious money. He claimed that he knew how to get into one of the city towers where the militia keep their arms. I haven't seen him since, even though I used to bump into him around the same time every day. I reported this to the militia. I thought that maybe he had been caught and thrown into the dungeon. But Lord Andre had no idea what I was talking about. He didn't even know the fella.
That's not
Poor
what my
dude.
husband thinks.
He can't keep anything.
Well,
to
anyway.
himself.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Mission here and there.
I'm staying out.
And Beliar spoke to another creature, but Adanos brought forth the tide, and the creature was washed from the face of the earth.
Can I get a drink here?
If you have gold, you can even eat here if you like.
Right.
And how's business going?
Ah, don't remind me. Lord Andre is serving free beer in Dallas Square. Hardly anybody comes here now, except for the rich people from the upper quarter.
What's wrong with them?
Some of those swells could really get on your nerves. Take that Valentino, for instance. I can't stand the sight of him. But I can't pick my customers. I need every coin I can make. What little I had managed to save has been stolen, along with all my silver.
Ugh.
You've been robbed?
Yep, some time ago. It was still rather crowded that night, and I was doing the rounds serving beer. I wasn't gone long from behind the counter, but it was long enough for those bastards. I went to see the militia about it, but they couldn't find a thing, of course. Yeah. They prefer to get plastered on free beer.
What is it with this Valentino?
He's filthy rich and has no need to work. And he brags about it to everybody.
One of those
whether
guys.
You want to hear it or not. He drinks a lot and always stays until the end. And then early in the morning, he totters back to the upper quarter. It's the same every day.
Tell me about the missing townspeople.
I heard that a lot of them went missing down by the harbor. Small wonder with all that's going on down there. Even Thorben, the carpenter in the lower part of town, has lost his apprentice. Hakon, one of the merchants in the marketplace, had an especially strange tale to tell. He said that there was this fella that he used to bump into every day, and then suddenly he vanished off the face of the earth. He even went to see the militia about it. Townspeople all pretty much panicked after that. I don't know what to make of it. I think it's all nonsense. Corinthus is a rough city, and many dangers lurk outside her gates. Those who don't stay within the city walls will be attacked by bandits or eaten by wild animals. Yeah, it's that simple.
Right. So
was a place in which
now we're gonna talk to that the Pablo dude. We got the Valentino dude over there.
That in this place order and chaos were equal, and so the sea was created.
Alright.
Hey! I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. Brian will have finished his apprenticeship soon, and then he'll leave the city.
Oh?
Are you good for anything?
If you mean, do I know blacksmith's work?
No, that's not what I meant. Sooner or later, the orcs are going to lay siege to the city, and then the only men who will count will be those who are in a position to defend our city. And I won't take on anyone as an apprentice who will disgrace me by fleeing the city with the women and the good-for-nothings, instead of holding the fort here with the men.
I'm not a good-for-nothing.
Those are big words. Can you back them up with big deeds?
What are you getting at?
Bring me an orc's weapon. Orcs have been seen near the city. With a bit of luck, you won't have to search for long. If you manage to bring one down, I'll take you on as an apprentice, provided the other masters agree.
Right then. I'll see what I can do. Orcs.
These are bad times.
Right. So I'm going to Laris. I need to save my game because there's this dude here that's...
Hey, I don't know you. What do you want here? Are you headed for the tavern?
Yes, do you mind?
You've got no business here, Runt.
Who says things like that?
Calm down. All I want to do is drink a beer.
Okay, but it'll cost you 50 gold pieces to get in.
That's an open secret.
Forget it. You won't get a single coin.
Then I'll take everything you have. As soon as you're lying on the ground in front of me.
Someone's got to do the work.
Ah. Hit him. Hit him. Show him.
Not bad.
God damn it. The dude's strong. I need to get stronger.
These are bad times.
I'm just going to Laris. Don't talk to me.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
I'm avoiding you.
I must be crazy. What are you doing here?
I can't take care of everything for everyone.
Hey, Larish, you old scoundrel, how did you get here?
I was able to escape to the Valley of Mines just in time, together with Lee and some of the other boys. You remember Lee, don't you?
Honestly, it wouldn't have been myself.
Of course I remember Lee.
I got out of the colony with him then, just after the barrier was destroyed. He and his boys are now on the farm of Onar, the landowner. He made a deal with the farmer. He and his boys defend the farm, and Onar feeds them in return.
He'd better shut
Right.
up.
Vatras sent me. He told me to come to you when I needed help.
So you've already been to see Vatras? You must have made a lasting impression on him. Otherwise, he certainly wouldn't have volunteered my name. Especially not since the matter with those missing people still hasn't been resolved. Tell me what you need.
I won't tell her a thing for now.
Vatras gave me this ornament to bring to you. He said it is to be taken back.
That's enough.
Of course. It's up to me, as usual. I might have known. I'll have to walk halfway across the island to take it back to the water mages.
I can take the ornament there for you.
I think I'd better take it there myself. But you could come with me. Only, I can't leave here at the moment. I need to keep an eye on the harbor.
Right.
Someone's got to do the work. Go away. Don't tell me that. Really, how interesting.
I'll be back with you.
Take care of
Right now, I'm gonna save the game. Actually, I'm very sorry that I'm a bit off today, because, like I said, I got this really huge cold, and don't really feel much like being here right now. I mean, I need to get some rest. It was a hard day at work as well. Definitely need some rest. So, guys, nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed the game, because right now we're just like obtaining missions to get going. It's still gonna be a bit more of a while, but we're gonna get there. So, guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have an amazing time. I hope you stay safe, stay true to yourselves, and this will be my humble farewell for tonight. See you guys. Goodbye.